Perfect. All right. Do you wanna practice possible Parin conversations with Lee?
I think if we do, maybe someone else should be Parin because I gave Lee exactly what to say.
Okay.
So, does someone else want to play Parin or?
Hello,
Uh, Hello, Parin.
I am Parin.
I am Al.
Very nice to meet you, Al.
No, we.
What is your blood type?
And then
Would
Lee
Al
looks
Al Al
at
puts his hand in his head?
everyone
Would someone else like to play Parin, perhaps?
What
I-
is your blood type? I'm sorry.
I believe I am doing rather well.
I think you're doing fantastic, Mariah. But the more practice, the better.
You do not believe in my acting skills.
Mariah, I'm going to be honest. No, I'm sorry.
She blinks at you. Very well. And she walks away.
Oh,
I've been laughing this entire time.
Al made a
Oh,
promise not to lie to her anymore.
Shit.
I know.
She didn't seem angry, but
I know.
you can't really tell.
Exactly, she walked away. That's not usually a good thing, but
Okay.
Okay.
So,
All right.
It's not going to be Parin.
All right. Yeah, and you see Tom kind of psyching himself out, kind of loosening himself up, and all right. So, I guess by the way that you guys are here, you guys are gonna take me up on my offer. You're gonna do me a
That's
solid.
we can-
really
we can-
good.
we can-
You motherfucker.
Al would say we can probably skip straight to where he talks to Lee on the radio.
Okay,
Like,
you're gonna
imagine
need to...
imagine we hand him a radio and he's already been warned.
All right.
And Lee says this in Lee's voice because his voice didn't change yet. And he goes, "Hello, Parin. I'm very sorry for this deception, but this, as you probably recognize, is Al. The people in front of you are two actors that we have paid, and we feel that we have to be safe, just in case. I have, under my best knowledge, there's a possibility of coalition forces around this area, and we decided it was best to be careful. I want to thank you for your offer to go east, but we're not going to take it. We're going to go down south, Parin, and we're probably not coming back. I want to thank you very much for all the help, and I thought it was only best that, I'd be honest with you. That's all I can say. I just thought you should know, because, well, that's the right thing to do. Lee says, kind of shrugging.
Tom will just sit there, kind of blinking for a second, and go. So. Okay. So you're not Tom. You're not Al.
No. Tom is somewhere safe, and I, as you can see, can't. You have to understand, I can't disclose my location. These actors will soon be off someplace else, and they know to play along for a little while longer, and then they'll themselves try to disappear as best they can.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're going to go, and best of luck, Parin.
Good luck to you too.
Okay.
And that's all I could think of, to be honest, out of character.
That's
All
fine.
right, that's fine.
I
I apologize.
And
That was
Al
really
would
fucking
say-
good.
Yeah, I would say that was fantastic. The only thing I could think that could make it better is to tell Parin that we're going to publicly accept his offer to go east. And if he would please play along. Like, we're going to say, yes, we're going to go east, but we're really going to turn south.
Okay. All right. Okay. He says he nods. Yeah. He goes, and another thing too. I noticed that sometimes you when you talk, you get at the end of your voice, you kind of have this weird little raspy thing at the end when you get really, really serious. Do you want me to do that too?
Al kind of blinks and says, I don't do that, do I?
Tom will nod
No.
curiously.
Al will shrug and say, I suppose.
All right, Lee says. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay,
All
thanks.
I actually, and Patrick will pipe up. There is one piece of information that might be in question, and I'll do some research to make sure that this is at least believable if it comes up. And he'll pull up his laptop and start going through the map. One of the things that might be asked is where south. Since he is still technically working with them, that he might try to get more information.
Mm-hmm.
So, make sure that we get a good name. And he'll start scanning through general areas and get a common enough name. Not something that's actually there, but something that would seem in the right area, like East Brinkwood or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. East Brinkwood? I could say that.
Just I'm gonna make sure that there isn't one south, and
There isn't.
Okay.
There isn't.
The
There's no
only-
East Brinkwood.
The only worry I would have with that, in character and out of character, would be, what if that brings trouble to that town? As in, what if
You
the
could-
coalition goes there looking for us?
The
There
town
is
doesn't
nothing.
exist.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a fake town.
okay.
Yeah.
So what if what if they bring trouble to the fake? No.
Well, if
Okay,
they
I'm all
threaten
for
the
it.
fake town.
Yeah. The
See,
coalitions are dicks. They could do that, man. I'm all for
Funny
it.
thing is,
Okay.
you could easily see that as being Tom's background for why the coalition went after his town.
Because some jerks told you the fiction. Never mind. I think I get what you mean.
Yeah, like some people who were being hunted by the coalition, like let's say the magical states said, "Yeah, we have agents that are here," and then they just go after the town.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fake town
Anywho,
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fake town it is.
So East Perrysburg, Lee says. Okay, got it.
Try to make sure it's consistent, and he's going to write down East Brinkwood on a piece of paper.
All right. All right. So let's do this. You guys show up at Parin's place.
Yeah.
Okay. Parin is. You're told by the individual assisting Parin, his butler, for lack of a better word, that he's out in the kennels. But he was informed to alert him whenever you guys were made present. If you'd please meet with him in his meeting room, his boardroom, which is just off to the east of his estate. He'll be in there shortly.
All right.
And as you guys get yourselves settled, it takes a few minutes, but Parin, without Sasha this time, enters the room, a serious look on his face, but his voice is very different from the way he looks. Just a second. Okay. He gets a serious voice. His face looks serious, but his voice is very much opposite of that. And cheerily, he says, "Oh, hey guys, Good to see you again. Did you have a while to think about what I had to say?
Al would say, we did, actually.
And he's about to say something else when he gets a shocked look on his face for a moment, and he closes his eyes, and he looks at you guys, and he now looks extremely worried all of a sudden. And but he continues on. He goes, "Great. So, how long do you think it'll take you to head out east? It took you about a week or so last time, so
Well,
2 weeks round trip. When do you plan on heading out?"
about that, we were wondering if we could discuss the details, say, in your office.
"No," he says. "No need for that." "Well, what's the worry?" And he starts pointing to the ceiling.
Well, I suppose this is good a place as any. I was instructed to give you this. And he would hand Parin a radio.
Okay. Now I'm going to be talking to myself, so you guys brought this on yourself, so you can't complain. All right. And the radio crackles open, and through the voice you hear Al's old voice. I'll read, "Hi, Parin. I'm sorry for the confusion, but we decided that we had to play it safe. We have reason to believe that there are coalition forces in the area, and that's why the two people that you're talking with right now are actors. We decided this would be best to keep ourselves and you safe. We want to take your job and head east, and we want it publicly known throughout the fort that we're going to be doing that. But truly, we're going to be going down south." And with that, Parin closes his eyes for a moment. He's looking away from both Tom and Al at this point, looking at Patrick and Mila, and he's shaking his head, and he looks furious at you, but not in a way that you've personally wounded him, in a way of like, "Why the fuck are you telling me this?" sort of way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Al's voice continues saying, "We're going to be headed down south, and it's very unlikely that we'll ever see each other again. I just wanted to take this moment to let you know what the truth is, and to thank you for all of your help." And that's it. And Parin collects himself for a moment, and once again his eyes are betraying his mouth as he says, "Well, this is a lot to take in." As he starts, his anger in his eyes kind of lift up, and he kind of just looks around the room really, really carefully now. And his eyes kind of stay on Mila for a moment. He shakes his head, and he adds in, "Well, are you sure you have to go? Why don't you just stay here if you're worried that the coalition's gonna come get you? I can't think of a safer place. Like I said yesterday, they have no authority here. Just wait out the winter with me. They're not going to be waging war here anytime soon. Let it blow over." For a second, you hear mumbled over the radio before it says, we thought about that, but we decided not to go with that plan. It's risky in another sense. You wouldn't understand." Parin says, "All right, I don't know what kind of mess you got into, but just realize you have a friend with me. Well, where are you headed down south? I know some friends. Maybe they can assist you." give you, places to hide information, supplies, things like that. And Al's voice replies, "Oh, we're going to East Brightside." And for a second, Parin's eyes like shoot open for a moment, and you see a mouth. What the fuck is that? as he goes, "Oh, you must be going really far south." and Al on the radio goes, "Yeah, you understand why we'll probably never talk again, at least not under any friendly circumstances." And he curses a little bit. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just so beaten up. You're such a good guy. It wasn't fair to you. And Parin just nods a little bit, and he goes, "Okay, well, what do you want me to say or do anything else?" And the radio goes, "No, just continue doing what you do. Try to forget about us. That's all." And Parin nods. He goes, "Okay, well, thanks, Al." He goes, "Yeah, I should get off the line. You never know who might be listening." Shit. And then he closes, and then he turns off the radio. So Parin puts down the radio, and he looks to Mila one last time. He goes, "Before you guys go, I don't suppose you'd be interested in listening to any sort of music. I got a few more albums that my collectors went out and found for me."
Ooh.
Mariah's eyes flicker a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of... Oh, shoot. I probably should know some artists. Do you know who made the musics?
Mm-hmm. There's names on the albums themselves, but I'm not too familiar with it. He goes, "Oh, no, never mind. I guess you guys have bigger things to worry about. I just figured it was a while since y'all listened to some music, right? Figured you might be missing that." He looks over to Mila again, shakes his head, and he shrugs, and he mouths sorry to her. And with that, he says, "Well, you guys better start heading off to, wherever you're going. I'll do what you say. I'll let everyone know that you're helping me out to head east in the hope to shake off this tail. But I honestly think you're much safer here. But I can't force you to do what you don't want to do. But Parents Post will always be open to you. Okay, guys? I want you to realize that. And let Al know, too."
Al will nod and in a slightly different voice say, "I'll be sure to let him know."
And Parin nods. He nods for a long time, actually, as if he's thinking a little bit. And then he lets you, he shows you the door.
Let me just remember this out of character. We were supposed to give him a cred stick, weren't we?
Doesn't like it.
It's fine not to.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm just wondering if we should have listened to some music.
I kind of wanted to listen to some music.
Yeah.
We can listen to some music out of character.
No, I think what I'm saying is I think he was trying to talk to us.
Yes, that's what I was getting from that. But moments passed. It's all right. Yeah, we leave.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Give me just a moment here, folks. I have to use the washroom.
Oh God, me too. Thank God.
No problem. and I'll be right back in like just a few minutes.
I tell you what, we'll all go. It'll be a group deal.
Oh my God! No, it won't.
What?
It won't
No,
be.
don't do
It
that.
won't be a group deal at all.
I'll be back.
Okay. So is it just me? It's just me. Everybody on stream, it's Piff gonna be taking over this. And this roleplay, we're gonna have elves and gnomes and whatever the freaking Tamagotchis are. We're gonna freaking take on Mordor. Let's do this. Who's with me? Nobody? Got it. By myself. Let's do this. Alright, so Magneto comes in, starts to smack around some fools. And Superman comes in, he's like, don't hurt my friend Snuffleupagus, and he backhands freaking Shadow the Hedgehog. And then like the freaking Burger King mascot comes up from the hilltop, and Superman's like, oh shit, I can't take that guy. Look at him. Sneaking, pulls out a hamburger. Superman knows he's been beat. Who's back?
Alright, guys. I know this might be a bad idea, but my curiosity's killing me. I want to listen to some music.
It's easy enough to retroactive that.
Well, no, actually, I was going to say we could even do it from there. I was going to have Al very quietly say to Tom, like, just play along, and then... Well, I can do it in character if you prefer, but...
In character's fine. We'll wait till everyone comes back.
Yeah, we'll wait until everyone comes back. But my curiosity is going to kill me if I don't.
Yeah. Same.
If Coalition comes crashing through the windows, well, then at least I'll die not curious.
Yeah. And also, very nice improv, Piff. 5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even hear what he was doing,
No.
Squee.
No. That's why I'm so confused. I'm like, but Inferno was the one talking.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome back.
So, Criana,
What?
I was saying that we're probably going to take Parin up on the offer for listening to music, because otherwise the curiosity is going to kill me if the Coalition doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know why you guys are getting all uppy about. It's just,
So we'll just retroact that last little awkward bit. And he nods and he goes, okay. Well, come with me to my... Mm-hmm.
I was actually, if you didn't mind, I was going to do it another way, like as we were walking out.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, lay it on me.
As we were walking out, like, he would very quietly, and Tom, just play along. And then he would say, but I wanted to listen to the music.
Yeah, but we're under orders to go back to Behemoth.
Look, I can't play Super Spy all day. Like, Parin, I would love to take you up on your offer for music.
Oh, God.
He says, oh, okay, great. Just come this way. I keep, I keep what I care about in my vault here. And we'll go with that.
Look, you're gonna owe me if the boss docks my pay. I swear, fucking swear to
And
God.
Al will just wave him off, like, come on.
Okay. And you know what? This is ridiculous, but give me a moment. I'll give you guys a song. This is no, I can't. It'll get flagged by YouTube.
Oh,
Damn
Give it
it!
to me.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
You don't get to hear it.
So oddly enough, he says, "I come." He puts on an album because Patrick asks about the artist, and it's an old 21st century artist that they believe called CeeLo Green.
Oh, hell yeah. That's my fucking jam.
So this song,
Want to
whenever
click
you're
on
ready,
links so bad.
it's "Forget You"
Oh.
or the other non-edited version. Anyway, so that plays, and
It's plain.
yeah, it's playing. But anyways, during this though, while it's playing, Parin says, "In the safety of the vault," and he starts with the conversation of, "Listen, I'm not too sure. I like to keep a." I'm very careful about who I talk with, but it is possible that there's some coalition around the area. All right? If you leave, they'll probably be on you. So please, just stay here. And of course, his eyes and his like head is shaking, like contradicting what he's saying, right? But he's giving you the hard sell, right?
Right.
If it's money that you're worried about, I can float you a little bit extra. But what I gave you on that cred ship should definitely set you straight. All right? If you're looking for work, if you're looking to get back with the Endless Storytellers, I can make that happen. All right? Things were a little risky when you left, but we can spend the winter to make sure everything's safe. We'll work together. You trusted me enough to have Al speak with me, and wherever Al is, he must be pretty safe. I'm worried about, of course, the actors that's the other thing. I'm worried about you, Mila, and I'm worried about you, Patrick. But you two, you have no idea what you got yourselves into. This isn't a fucking game. This is life or death. How much is he paying you?
Al, who's been bobbing his head to the music, stops and looks at Parin and says, "Well, he said you gave him most of the money. Wouldn't you know?" The dragon
To
skull,
me?
I believe, was... Yeah, like he's saying to Parin, the dragon skull, I believe, was quite a hefty sum.
Well, you can't spend it if you're dead. So I certainly hope you know what you're doing. Because if the Coalition even thinks that you're Alan Tom, which you want them to believe, and I get that, they're still going to want to capture you and question you.
Al,
Right?
actually, and this is more genuine than you might believe, lifts his head back and laughs and says, "Look at me. I'm an elf. The Coalition and I are never going to be friends."
And Tom will go, I have more important things to worry about. I have family that need this money. I don't care if my life is on the line.
And I need to go get fixed. Woo, I love this song.
And then Al will say, "You seem like a very nice person in the short time I've known you, but the truth of the matter is, we're not the ones that call the shots. So no matter how tempting your offer may be, that's not our call."
Look, I would love to take you up on the offer. I would love to be a part of the Storytellers. I've heard many fucking stories. But I can't.
He shakes his head, and his voice sounds upset, but his eyes look relieved. And he says, "This is a huge mistake, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. But you are safest here, and you're going to be sorry." That's not a threat. I'm just worried. Go ahead.
Mariah's gonna run up and give Parin a hug and smile at him and say, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be just fine."
He he gives you a little hug back. And this time his face matches his voice, both very confused. And he says, I sure as hell hope you're right, kid. I sure as hope you're right about everything. Okay.
Al would like look at Parin for a while and then mouth very carefully, "Thank you for everything," and then turn to go, still bob into the music.
Okay. And we can end that scene there, Ben, if that works for everyone.
Can I do something really quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Tom, before he leaves, he will ask, now, I know this errand is foolish, and I know you warned me not to, but you're kind of fucking famous. Can I at least shake your hand? Please.
Parin smiles. He says, you were checked for weapons at the front gate, weren't you?
Yeah?
And he laughs and he puts his hand in yours. I'm just fucking with you.
And Tom will also mouth thank you.
Parin will nod. He won't say anything.
Mm-hmm. And you will shake his hand, of course.
Mm-hmm. Great.
And there is where we shall end. Ha-ha.
Okie dokie. Alrighty. So you guys are... Oh my goodness. I gotta keep this straight. You say you're heading east, but you're gonna go... I don't know where you're actually gonna go. This is hilarious. Alright. So you get your supplies. Is there anything else you guys want to do at Parin's Post? Because I'm thinking the next scene is you guys heading out. If that works for you.
I left that message at some point for Kenny at some point. Other than that, I can't think of anything else.
All right. Anyone?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Firebrand's not here, so I have nothing.
All right.
I have a circle to show somebody.
That's true.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So when it comes to showing Zacharias, do you let him touch it, or does he just look with his eyes, not with his hands?
First eyes, and if he asks, yes, he can hold it.
Yeah, I want to hold it. After holding it for a little bit, he goes, foof, 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 foof. Well, it sure does a shit of a lot, but I think you already know that.
Yeah.
I can't pin the source. I'll tell you what. Now that I have a good idea of what it is, I'll take some pictures, put some notes. If any of the other, members pop on by, I'll ask them all about it.
Pictures. I found some really neat fungus.
Oh. Excellent. And we'll share that too.
Yeah.
But he says, and when I see you again, I'll let you know what I found out.
Mm-hmm.
But keep that safe. That's no trinket. That's I reckon that's something people would fight over.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that.
Nods. All right. Well, good luck.
And he nods, and he goes, "Oh, I got Jackie checked out with the mechanic. She seems to be just fine mechanically, so everything seems to check out."
I have a feeling you're not 100% convinced on that, though, still.
The thing is, at least I thought we killed the thing that did this. and it still glowed days later and a distance away.
Well, I don't know enough about the situation to tell you what to think or give you any advice on specifics. But I do know one thing that might help you. You're not magically gifted, which is rare for a member of the House of the Golden Places. But as a guy who's gifted in the art, chase your gut instinct. Sometimes what might not make sense in your head clicks when you are in tune with your emotions. If something doesn't feel right, there's a reason for it. It's not superstition. It's another sense that you yourself might have. Understand me?
Yes.
And good news. As brother members, I won't even charge you for that advice. And he gives a laugh.
Yeah. And he looks again distant a bit, but shakes it off and would probably lead out the door.
Okie dokie. So, my plan. Oh, you got
One
something.
quick question.
Uh-huh.
Do lighters exist in this world, and would we be able to find
Nope,
one?
they were all killed in the lighter wars of
Yeah, that's what I
2046.
thought. I was pretty sure.
Jesus
Squee.
Christ,
I have
read up
the-
on your fucking lord. Jesus.
I have the
Squee.
last known lighter in existence.
Lighters are, yes, you can buy a lighter for
Okay.
2 credits.
I am a lighter.
No, but that's the point. That's what I'm thinking. We're trying to convince them you're not a lighter. So, what if anytime you did lightery things, you held an actual lighter? Bursters don't need that kind of thing. But maybe a magician pretending to be a burster would. Ideally, just don't use your bursting magic, but if you need to,
Yeah.
hey, every little bit of deception helps.
I know what I'll do. I need to talk to Lee.
Okay. Lee's with you, so that's easy enough.
Hey.
Mom used to say hay was for horses.
Yeah, that's true. I want you. Can you tell me a word of power?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sorrow. That's a pretty powerful word.
Look, I got this new armor.
Uh-huh.
And we're trying to make it seem like I'm not Tom, obviously.
Alright.
I was wondering if you could tell me, because I can say it and nothing will happen. I'm a psionic. If you could teach me what the word for armor of Ithan is?
Ithana.
Ithana.
Yeah.
Ithana.
Old word for Ithan.
Thanks.
No problem.
Yeah. It's just something. Cause
He raises his hand. He's like, you don't have to explain to me. Of all the people in this world that you don't have to explain your shit to, it's me.
Okay. I just kind of wanted to explain.
No, if you want to, go ahead. It's just, don't feel like you're obligated.
Okay, you see this armor? You see this cool looking body armor? And
Yeah, you
he's
got
going to be
magic.
showing it off and everything? Yeah. And he's going to, with a thought, summon the bluish tint shield around his armor.
All right, take off the ISP.
Yeah.
And goes, yeah, it's good. It's handy. It could be handy. That'll save your life, I'm sure, someday.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Al was saying maybe we should try and make it seem like I'm not a burster and maybe so yeah, that's why I wanted the word. Also, I can, go faster and lift bigger things and become stronger with this. It's pretty cool.
Lee gives a small smile as if he's trying to be encouraging, but you can tell by his face that this is not something new to him, but he's happy that you're happy.
Mhm.
Well, he's not even happy that you're happy. He's making it look like he's happy that you're happy.
He's placating that you're happy.
Placating. That's a great word. He's placating.
There you go. All right. Anyways, thanks, man.
No problem. You don't need to thank me. I should be thanking you. That'll be that. Anything else you guys wanted to? So my plan is to do a more narration thing until the next event.
Mhm.
That will probably, I'll just be storytelling the next, I'd say about 4 or 5 hours ish of travel. If there's any PC on PC interactions during that time, now's your opportunity.
Okay. I have one thing that I would do and one interaction.
Okay.
The interaction first would be with Patrick.
Okay, well, I'll have you guys just talk it out. It's all good.
It would be almost immediately when they get to the behemoth.
Okie dokie.
Patrick?
Hmm?
I don't want to impose on you, but I was hoping you could do me a big favor.
Oh, I could probably do something, yes.
Al's gonna hold up the, I'm not sure exactly what they look like when they're not installed in a board, but, the 2 retractable vibro blades. And, he's gonna say, I was wondering if you could attach these to that. And he points over to the Flying Titan armor. Just like on the outside, just something stable, doesn't have to be fancy or concealed or anything.
You're gonna have to show me how these work first. I can definitely find out. It's just gonna take a little bit longer.
Is it safe to say that I would know how those work? Maybe ask the guy when I bought them, or he would have showed me, or...
Yeah, that's fair to assume. Yeah.
All right. Also, do you have the... Oh, gosh. Do you have the manual for the Flying Titan?
I would... If we bought
There's...
it new.
Well,
so I
you
don't know.
bought it... Did you buy it used? No, you bought it new.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have... Yeah, you would. Let's just make it simple, yeah.
I would say over there in, the drawer.
Oh, okay. Is there a certain time that you want this to be installed?
I really don't want to seem pushy or not, but we are expecting company any time now.
Oh.
Mercenaries that might be hunting for us.
Alright. And, Patrick will, stand there, hands to face, looking down the floor wide-eyed, and then, is going to wander over to the desk, pull out this, and start thoroughly looking through the itinerary for mech arms, and maybe even weapon installation if there's a section on that. But he's basically going to be doing some research at this point.
Al says, thank you, and I owe you. And then his next thing would be, oh gosh, to quickly, well, one or two things. He's going to ask Mariah, because this is going to determine how this plays out, because they're the only 2 that can pilot the behemoth. He'll ask Mariah if she's okay piloting the behemoth for like an hour or so.
Very well.
Thank you. And then after
Thank you.
after they set out, or basically his next stop would be to attach 3 large okay, I'm dumb. Patrick.
You said it, not me.
I know. Patrick.
I'm just finding out how these things work. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more time.
Oh no, I was just questioning, do you have anything that could act as a pressure plate?
He looks up pressure plate.
Yes.
He'll
I
hold
have.
up. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Then Al, because basically Al would be spending the time using his I'm assuming I have to roll for it, but trying to use his demolition skills to attach pressure plates to 3 large fusion blocks, and then attach the 3 large fusion blocks to the undercarriage of the not the undercarriage, the back of the hover cycle. Well, no, I guess he could the undercarriage because he has to worry about bumping on the ground. So the undercarriage of the hover cycle, the old one he just bought.
Al?
Yeah. What's up? Go ahead.
Al?
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful with those. I was planning to use them around the behemoth for self-defense.
Okay. How about I explain what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
If we come across company, the Screaming Banshees, whatever, and they have something large, say a robot or a very heavily armored vehicle, I was thinking of attaching fusion blocks to this old hover bike I just bought and ram it into them. I would need pressure plates for that to work so that they would explode on impact. So the problem would be that you would not be getting these back.
Alright,
Sorry.
so the list of things that you owe me, put some pressure plates on that.
I will definitely do that.
Patrick, you're awesome. It's on that list of shit that you owe me.
And Al does the thing like where he holds his hands to his chest and like nods like I am so sorry, thank you.
2 demolitions checks will allow.
Okay. So 1, 2. Those are both.
You're able to rig it up.
Yep. Okay. Awesome.
Rig her up. You're able to rig it up as you've explained to me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. Are we good? Anything else for any players?
I am taking a swim.
Wow.
Yeah, but that
Roll
that's
a
what I'm
skill.
doing.
No, just kidding.
Okay, I actually have swimming.
No, don't. I'm not gonna have you drown in your own pool. Hold on.
I'm staring at a wall.
Sweet.
I thought you were piloting the behemoth.
I'm piloting the behemoth.
Okay.
You're running into a wall. All right. So, what direction are you guys actually going?
East. Until we run into company, and then hopefully we will obliterate said company, and then head west to find Mila's cure, hopefully.
Okay. All right. So, I got to get my in character on here. Give me a moment. In character. I got to get my descriptor on here. So, you oop, as I shut my door. All right. You start to head east, and it is a cool, crisp, sunny day. Although there is not a cloud in the sky, the temperature has dipped to approximately 65 degrees Celsius. I mean, sorry, degrees Celsius. Degrees Fahrenheit. You're boiling. No, just kidding. Anyways, has dipped to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Although inside the behemoth, it is a comfortable room temperature. Leaves fall on the ground as you follow some common paths away from the rolling hills and dotted forests that surround central Michigan and specifically Parin's Post area. After a small amount of time, you break past the border itself. The sensor systems seem normal as your radar picks up the odd blip from an additional passenger vehicle, or sometimes it's simply an error. However, those monitoring such systems do not notice anything out of the ordinary. With the exception of a couple startled wolves, you come across no other life form. Oh my god, that sounds so nerdy. No other life form as the heavy feet of the behemoth plod forward. Patrick, roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
During the time of the travel, it would be fair to say that for whatever reasons, this was a sensor system skill that you just rolled.
Mhm.
And unless you find it grossly out of character, I was hoping that Patrick would notice something on the radar. Do you consent to that or no?
Ooh, I think you would probably be reading his book in the piloting seat, trying to multitask, but probably not doing so good. But
Okay.
yes.
All right. As your eyes slip away from the book, you do see a blip that suddenly shows up on the radar, which seems strange because typically when you come across new contacts, that's in the peripheral. That shows, I believe your radar can scan a 25-mile radius. And normally it comes around between the 20 and 25-mile mark. This one just suddenly showed up at the 7-mile mark. And sometimes there are glitches, of course, a bit of interference in the airwaves, right? But no, this one's definitely there and it's permanent as you monitor it for a while. Looks like you're on the way towards the area, and it doesn't look like it's a very large radar signal. Doesn't look like it's a large robotic vehicle. Doesn't even have the profile of a suit of power armor. It's more consistent with, it seems to be a single ATV.
I'm going to ask if Mariah could circumvent this small vehicle, and Patrick's going to get up and inform the others.
Okay. So I'll let Patrick inform the others first. The question is, Madame Mariah, do you do as Patrick asks?
Sure.
So you're going to be trying to take a very, very long way. He wants you to circumnavigate the vehicle that just showed up on your radar. So, do you want to take a very, very wide berth around it?
No. I mean, I don't want to,
Too off track?
yeah.
So how about this? How far away from it do you want to be in miles?
In mile, can we go by
Yeah.
feet?
Okay, by feet, sure. How
You
many?
can specify. I would say like 5 feet.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you're only about 5 feet away from it. Okay, fair enough. All right. So as the behemoth starts to continue on, Patrick, you're going to inform the others. Do we want to just say that you let everyone know what you saw?
Yes.
Criana, I love you so much. You didn't specify. Let's go by feet.
Let's go by feet. 5 feet.
Love it.
Son of a-
So, but Patrick, you said it's okay for us just to say that everyone else knows, right?
Yes, I think I would note specifically to Al that it was odd that it showed up suddenly.
He would he would say, did you ask Mariah maybe to try and go around it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But he would say, okay, then it might be nothing, but considering that we're expecting something, it might be best for everyone to at least have body armor on or around.
Okay. So, continuing to pilot the vehicle, you soon make visual contact. This is about 750 feet as you round the corner of a trail. You notice that on the side of a it's a wide dirt path, but very seldom used. Leaves, red and gold and brown leaves scatter across it. And at the front, you see an ATV with its hood raised and one of its front tire that seemed to have gone completely flat. At the front of the vehicle, you see two individuals. They have their helmets off, and they seem to be inspecting the vehicle itself. Um, Due to the colder weather, over top, they seem very bulky, so it's fair to assume that they have some sort of protective armor underneath of them. But they're wrapped up in scarves and other such. I guess around this area it would be hides, animal hides, like leathers and furs and that sort of thing. They look like to be a middle-aged man and a slightly younger woman, probably in her 30s or so. You don't get too many details from the distance, but it is very clear that they soon notice you, and they start waving to flag you down. Al, roll me a D100.
All right.
Oh boy. Well, if you were to set up an ambush, this is probably exactly how you'd do it.
Yeah. Al would say, I think it's an ambush. Couldn't think of anything else to say.
And, role-playing, everyone, 101. Role-playing.
Al would say,
I think it's an ambush.
I think it's an ambush. Don't stop, and everyone, get ready. I think they're
I
coming.
wasn't planning on stopping.
Good girl.
How fast does this bad boy go?
80 miles an hour.
Mariah's gonna push the brakes.
So-
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
God
what?
damn it.
Mariah's
Okay.
pumping the brakes.
Hold.
No, Mariah, don't stop. Don't stop.
No, I mean the accelerator.
Okay,
I understand.
Accelerator. Okay.
We're stopping. We're
let-
getting
let-
out of here, guys. Go on and talk to them. Be like, get out of our way.
We're passing by within 5 feet of them at 80 miles an hour.
Yep.
Oh, wait. No. 40 miles an hour.
Okay, 40 miles an hour. Okay.
Maximum.
That's a lot more feasible.
I just like how
Yes.
like Mariah went from just taking what you say and giving her own spin on it to just ignoring what you say.
Okay, so...
I didn't plan on stopping. Pump the brakes.
Jesus. Anyway, I want give you guys ample time because she's going to be gearing it, right? I'm going to just go other than Mariah, who's piloting the vehicle. I want to know, Al, Patrick, Byrne, if you're taking any explicit actions during this time.
I'm going to be putting on my
If
armor.
not, then that's fine. Okay, sorry, what was that, Tom?
I'm going to be putting on my armor and gathering my weapons.
Okay.
Same here. Putting on armor, gathering weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Patrick?
Patrick is going to be gathering his many bags that he holds his multiple things like ammos and things like that. I'm going to be
Okay.
putting it on.
Okay, all right. And you are going within 5 feet of them? Mariah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. No, I just want to make sure so I can describe this. Sorry, that didn't want to sound accusatory. That was clarification.
Oh.
So the behemoth goes an amazing rounding 40 miles per hour as it trudges through the woods, and its heavy, large feet kick up leaves as it plunks past this road, down this road like a prehistoric beast. The foot itself lands a scant 5-6 feet away from the top of from the front of the parked ATV, and the two individuals nearby it stand back to get clear out of the way, still waving, and you can hear muffled shouts of like, "Oh, thank you so much. We needed something. Something went wrong. We need your help." But it's very clear that you have no intention of slowing down, and probably about a good 120 feet. For those of you keeping an eye out the sides and the rear of the behemoth, you would see the individuals quickly scramble into the ATV and grab their helmets. Soon, a resounding boom can be heard from the woods nearby, as clearly a dark gray vehicle shoots a single fire from dual railguns from the top of this structure. Thankfully, missing you completely and soaring. You can hear the whistle of these high-powered rounds soaring above the behemoth, but its missed shot certainly reveals what it was. Camouflaged in with just reams and reams of camo blankets, clears to be some sort of armored personnel carrier, which has, like I said, a very, very dark gray color. And I gotta take. This is what happens when you try to duel everything. I'm taking you over to the combat area, and I'm going to reveal the vehicle. Token layer. That's what it looks like. A gray ATV, a very dusty metallic gray, but there seems to be a strange shine or shimmer to it. On the very top of it is linked cannon, which clearly are railguns by the kinetic force that ejected from them. At the very front, those of you who are combat oriented would recognize a laser turret as well. As soon as the guns fire, it starts to move up beside the behemoth, and that's where we're gonna roll initiative. Work for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative. But I'm going to just quickly explain this little area, what I got here. Obviously, we have just a picture of the landscape, and we have all your guys' icons on the bottom, and I have my guys too. And on the right there, you're going to see that little grid. Obviously, we do a lot of our descriptions of what happens just as we talk, right? But since we're going to be keeping track of so many things, and this combat might get frantic with people flying everywhere, the behemoth doing stuff, people, going different directions, we're going to use the grid for those who don't understand where they are relative to each other. So a very, very bare bones way for people know, where they are in relation to everything else. Work for you guys?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So what I also ask is that I have to roll initiative for a lot of folks, and I'm going to have to plug it in. I'm going to just concentrate on that so I can get that done really, really quick. Once you guys are done rolling your initiative and putting it in the spreadsheets, please feel free to take the time to strategize out of character what you guys want to do while I'm doing my thing. And that way we can start the combat right away. Everyone's clear, and we can really get a good pace going. Work for you, guys? All right, so I'm going to just start rolling. I'm going to just start rolling initiative. And I'm sure you guys are not going to metagame with all these names that I'm going to be bringing up.
Okay. So
Okay.
my only thoughts that I have thought of in advance of things to do in case we run into, I was thinking robot, but armored vehicle works too, is obviously fly out the hover cycle, make a beeline for it, ram it right into the thing, and right before I ram it into the thing, fly off. It's got 3 large fusion blocks on it, so that should be like 12d6 damage times 10
Yeah.
if it works. It's a big if, but if
Did-
it works.
Did I mess up the grid? Why?
It's an error with Google spreadsheets. I
Oh.
can fix it.
Did I do my math right? I got 5 and I got 4. So I think I got.
That's fine. Just
That's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Inferno, you're a hero to me.
Okay, drunk Criana all of a sudden.
Criana is feeling the weight of the day.
Oh boy.
It's been a long day filled with cleaning toilets.
Turlets. Okay.
Damn it.
Anyone else have anything they want to do, or
I was gonna keep driving.
can you at
Yeah.
least open the hatch in the back?
Can I do that while I'm driving? Do I have to be still to do that?
You don't. Well, the hatch can be open, but shit might pour out of it.
Well, at least I plan to be one of those shits.
Yeah.
But you can open up the rear hatch. You'll have to override security protocols, but you can do so with a button.
Well, it's up to you guys. If you want Mariah to stop, just be like, "Girl, stop." But
Honestly, I think. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
I can open up the hatch.
I honestly think it might be better to stop. We're not going to outrun these things in a behemoth. It's better to come out fighting.
moving target's hard to hit.
It is
Mister-
true, but what I'm saying is at least stop long enough for people to get out onto the field so they can fight. Because if we're fighting these things, we should be fighting them with our heavy hitters, which means ATVs with railguns, weapons, etc., etc.
Very well. Give him cake.
Like, my thought is, you're absolutely right, moving target is easier to hit, but since we can't outrun these, if Alicia and everyone else is stuck on the behemoth because it's moving, they can't do much. Unless they all get on top of the behemoth and fire, which I suppose is a strategy. Though I think it might be better to be in an ATV with a railgun or rocket launchers.
Yeah, I agree. I was just being a butt for no good reason, but that's sort of my thing.
So, Mila can actually open up the hatch, right?
Yeah, I'll stop and I'll open up the hatch.
All right. So then instead, I think I want to be heading up to the top. Through the observation deck, up the ladder. And I'll be on the ceiling.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider Tom. Spider Tom.
That's whatever Spider-Man.
What is Patrick's awesome plan?
Those are a lot of names, Inferno.
Yep, sure are. I love it. I'm just like, yep, busy.
Yep,
I
you're right.
I love how you're like, I hope you guys want metagame. And I'm sure you guys want metagame with all these names I'm going to put up. I'm like, I don't know what any of those are. I don't know how I can.
I know.
My God, he's killing us with the alphabet, folks.
It could have been, you could have just seen the quantities or whatever.
I was expecting like Nathan, Tyne.
No.
There's still time for that, mister. Don't give him ideas.
Yeah.
JK.
Nathan!
Emperor Prosek the Second. Like.
Oh God.
I would have to metagame a bit on that one and be like, what?
So
Like, Tom, just how bad did you piss them off?
Patrick,
Yes.
what's your plan?
Oh, my plan. Let's see. I think he's still gathering his things. Not like physically, but like
Mentally?
mentally. At this particular point in time, he has no grandiose plan.
Very well. He too shall have cake.
Yay, cake.
Cake.
Okay. This will be easy. Okay, if you guys are done planning, then I'm sorry. I tried to do this for the sake of making things faster for you, but,
No, it's fine.
I'm still working on it.
No,
Dude.
Inferno, it's fine.
Yeah.
Take your time.
And we're not- we're-
in-
Yeah, but I know.
We're not quite done. yet.
Inferno,
Trying to stack. Oh, yeah.
Inferno.
What's up? Yeah.
I want you to do that voodoo that you do so well.
Inferno, if you need to
It's pretty
focus,
good.
I would suggest you mute us.
No. I can do this while
Are
I'm
you
good.
sure?
Oh, fuck.
no.
Shit. Bitch.
I hear there's going to be a battle.
Oh,
And
there's
murder.
gonna be a fucking battle, all right.
I believe I was asking Inferno.
It's true.
I-
It's true.
Hello, everyone. Tiny Wrath has returned.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! Tiny Rat Bar.
I don't suppose Tiny Wrath is going to help us in the battle, is he?
Tiny Rat only exists in the mind of a crazy person. Unless God wants to make Tiny Wrath real.
Yeah, but see, technically, Nora only exists in the mind of crazy person too, and we've seen what she can do. So
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know if I fully comprehend.
Tyrath, did you just admit that there's something you don't comprehend?
I am not Tyrath.
Tiny Wrath?
The almighty Tiny Wrath. Get it right, human. Do not disgrace our names.
Hey, I have a question. How can you speak perfect English but not pronounce human correctly?
What do you mean? I am pronouncing it correctly. It is human. I said exactly as it is spoken.
How do you say Cool Whip?
Okay. God's ready. Bye, Tiny Wrath. I'm sorry you're still just in the mind of a crazy person, but...
Let's go over here.
no, no, Tiny Wrath.
No,
Come here.
okay, no, don't even think about it.
Don't be passive aggressive, Tiny Wrath. Okay, tell you what, Tiny Wrath, I got a deal for you. Why don't you come up on my shoulder, okay? And we'll watch and see what happens, okay? You'll get a good vantage point. We'll see what happens to the humans, okay?
Human.
Yeah, okay. Silly humans. I don't think they're gonna make it. Do
I
you?
think they're gonna die.
Probably. And that's why you're gonna have the best vantage point. You're gonna see all the explosions from my shoulder, okay?
Hey, Inferno.
Yeah.
I really like watching humans die.
I do too.
I am
Right,
filled
yeah.
with so much confidence for this upcoming fight.
All right, we're good
You
for a
know-
sort.
As time goes on, I'm losing confidence in myself.
Yeah.
And everybody-
Patrick has a new lease on life. I think he's gonna make it this time.